Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 Part 53. Let's go to the World Circuits after Part 52 as a recap by having 3 layouts in Willow Springs International Raceway and the Trial Mountain Circuit to be located in California of the United States of America. Well, now it's about to be ready to hit the dirt by having 2 courses like Colorado Springs and Fishermans Ranch well placed to be around in the mountain states. But also to have a very good excellence like good news after putting up with some more currency credits to be take part to have 2 courses in circuit experience. For now, the lake layout in Colorado Springs will be going in by having a Gr.B Rally car by using the Ford Focus. We'll have to take 3 sectors including a 1-lap attack. By having a very good excellent guess because the gold record by having a very good main objective to have 1 million credits to be acquired in all gold and all bronze to have 200,000 credits. But in the meantime, because whenever you might have to go enter in Fisherman's Ranch is becoming more challenging and difficult for every Gr.B Rally cars, but especially to have 2 million credits to be acquired will be awarded in all gold along with a bronze as well. So here we have 3 sectors including 1-lap attack by having the first sector will be going in to be in 27.3 seconds. Sector 2 to be on the goal is 26.1 seconds. Third sector in 37.3 seconds, and a minute and 21.4 seconds is now acquired to have a very good excellent 1-lap attack. So it's only to have 1 driver versus the best record to be currently to be well updated earlier at the main start of the morning time session before currently to be today is January 27. Alright, gonna have to be ready to go, and all the practice barely pays off after taking some hard working attempts. But this time, recording time will have to be putting up to have the torque distribution will be part of it for today's video segment. So here I go, gonna have to ride around onto the first turn, pull the brake onto turn 2. Very good, looks like just gonna have to stay on the line. Watch out for any terrain and speed bumps because the road itself is about to get a little bit tricky on the dirt. Sees the corner, now coming in. Okay, well, by having a main record to have 26.902 seconds because I just already took 27.83 seconds. Gonna have to work hard and gonna have to do some more exercise practice whenever I can. So on for attempt number 2. Okay, looks like it's gonna get much more flying clear on the first and second turn. Gonna have to go entered. Moving on in turn 4, going tricky as well. Alright, there you go. New record and good to be set. 26.862 seconds. Well, looks like this is going to be quite going well to do some more practice to be acquired in all gold. So looks like 1 sector down, 2 to go, and save it for having a 1-lap time attack. We'll have to be putting up to have a backup part for doing the previous clip. But of course, because I've been doing some main practice, so just gonna have to do some fast farming work where I have to be currently to be start at the morning. But in the afternoon, it's about to get much more main practice. We'll go hard and go extreme caution to be driving on any dirt tracks when using a Gr.B Rally car. So on to sector 2 because this part of the event info we'll have to see how the speed bumps will have to take some tight turns between elevation, so you might gonna have to be extra careful before coming in onto the second sector by having 1 speed bump. By having 1 speed bump is gonna have to get closer to the finish line before entered in sector 3. So let's go, and same thing to have the torque distribution will be at 50-50. So let's go, and there's 1 jump to be well steep up to be careful. Step it up, go hard left, make a good slow progress to be on the right. There you go. Safe and clear for a new record to beat my time in 25.935 seconds for a new record. Alright, so looks like this is going to be quite doing well to see it, because I've already got the replay to be set up and well temporarily to be at the get-go. Just gonna have to go exit out. Moving on in sector 3. The dirt sector is always about to be climbing up and having some series of speed bumps and tight turns, including the final corner. We'll be doing a suitable landmark position is going to be located right next to the stored log. That's how the main path is going to be quite very good to be well put up to have some tight turns. We'll get closer to be at the very end. So here I go. Let's do this and drive carefully to have entered in sector 3 to go faster and doing some main elevation to go very much more struggle it takes. So let's do this. Here I come, entered in the dirt sector. We'll go climb up to beat the speed bump until we're about to be proceed onto some tight turns to go clear. So here I go, let's do this, and drive carefully to have the speed bump as we're about to be entered in sector 3. Okay, just like that, stay stationary to be going airborne. Climbing up. Watch out for any speed bumps, are about to get a little bit careful because the brake zone is going to get much more wide open, to be very careful to hit the barrier that will end up in the results of disqualification. Nice, that should do it. Gonna have to take some more faster times and more grip. So if anything happens, because speed bumps is very much more extremely careful when you're using a Gr.B Rally car, that will end up in the result of silver. Okay, here I go. Let's do this. Drive carefully to be entered in sector 3 by facing with some speed bumps, including with some tight turns. Just gonna have to be much more careful to stay stationary when taking airborne. Alright, gonna have to let the ghost car go first. Right turn, corner clear. Going entered. Slide around to the right and make a good progress. We'll have to aim towards the inside in the lap. Come on, just going to make one good stretch. Well, very close enough, because beat the main time is going to have to go updated for having a new record, folks. 37.259 seconds. Now I have to go again and quick harder to be on attempt number 2. But after all, because I just barely took a good safe record to have 3 sectors and a 1-lap time attack when I was in Willow Springs to be part of it, to have Colorado Springs to be racing as well. But I just barely did a good 3-course layout to have different small sizes, medium and large, whenever we have to be racing in Willow Springs International Raceway. Just gonna have to go right in. Same technique like last time. Okay, there we go. Push on the acceleration. Ta-da! 37.192 seconds. Absolutely good. New record, and will proceed to be updated in the ranking board. Well, now it's okay, there you go. Replay saved. Exit. Now gonna have to do an encore for having a 1-lap attack in Colorado Springs. We'll have to go for the main objective in 1 minute 21.4 seconds. Well, I hope this is gonna be quite very much more tough effort to have the main objective time for my record in 1 minute 20.574 seconds. So let's find out, and just gonna have to give it a faster a go. 3 seconds, here I come. Keep a good torque distribution, will be well stable, and have a good ride around to beat the track and go for the dirt. Timer begins, slide around in turn 1, pull the brake, slide left on turn 2. Going up, now for turn 3. Turn 4 and 5, coming in, going outside cornering, and then get back onto the short straightaway before entered in sector 2. Seize the turn, going in, and watch yourself because it'll have to be more sliding around to get through for doing some S's before proceed on to the third sector. Okay, got this in the bag. So far so good. Tight handling comes with braking corners to be slide around. Okay, here comes sector 4. Gonna have to do it. Now, make a good final turn to pull through. Okay, there you go, and not so bad after all. New record, 1 minute, 20.361 seconds. Alright, very good. Well, another replay is going to be well saved up to be putting up to have a very good use onto the library. So that should be good enough. Climbing up to be in the France ranking in number 1. Good job, you guys. But also to have the extra part to have a very good successful achieve acquirement, but also to have a clip after clearing the first attempt to have a very good achieve earning to get 1,200,000 credits altogether to be cleared in all bronze and gold altogether. So now here's the clip, and then moving on in Fishermans Ranch. And time to go maximum to be going adjusted to have 1.2 million credits. Very good job. That's a very good piece of cake to be driving on the dirt for the part of the circuit experience. One easy difficulty check. Now it's time to get ready to go to Fisherman's Ranch in Arizona. So now it's about to have 7 sectors including a 1-lap attack. We'll be driving with the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final Edition Gr.B Rally car. Also to have a very good different price earnings to be received in all gold and bronze to get exactly in around 2 million credits and 600,000 credits altogether. But the combined amount will be facing with some different series of obstacles and different elevation will be right around to be on a full course in Fisherman's Ranch. So let's enter and get yourself prepared because a difficult challenge for the Gr.B Rally car will be face up and master the track to go expert to be at it. I really hope it is because it's about to go intense, far difficult, and do everything while you can to go extreme exercise by having 7 sectors has now been marked and checked to be on the goal. For sector 1, 17.8 seconds before moving on in sector 2 to have 24.6 seconds. Sector 3 to have 17.5 seconds as we're about to be currently in Sector 4 to be at 35.9 seconds. Sector 5, 39 seconds, 29.5 seconds in Sector 6, and for the final sector in number 7 is 39.7 seconds altogether to have a total amount in 3 minutes, 7 seconds in a 1-lap attack. As you can see, folks, I just barely took 17.465 seconds onto my previous record to be well cleared in the first attempt. But I hope I could probably have to go again because it's about to go challenging, go hard, and have a very good use on the torque distribution to stay at 50-50. So let's find out and go with the follow the line. Alright, there you go. Just gonna have to pull through, take turn 3 after taking turn 1 and 2. Going forward, and here it comes to have a new record to be marking the goal. 17.463 seconds. That's the ticket. So let's exit out to skip a replay because another part of the replay will be stored in to be collected and having some main progress to be well original to be updated as well. One sector down, 6 more to go. Now let's move on in sector 2 to get up and beat my lap time in about 24.6 seconds and a decimal for myself to have .363. Here comes the jump. Watch yourself because the barrier is about to get a little bit tricky to be extra careful. And this one is going to be the hard part. See what I mean? That's how you might end up by having a result of hitting the barrier that you might gonna have to try again before taking the next attempt. So I know the strategy and gonna have to do some tips and tricks to see how you can handle when you're in sector 2. Just gonna have to take that jump, coming around and slide around to the left by the corner. Okay, just like that. Make a good safe position before going enter to be cleared in the second sector. Goal record objective is now being marked in 24.441 seconds. Now I have to try again. It's all about try to make your best effort to beat your previous record, so you could probably have to make a new one instead. Okay, gonna have to do this. Watch out for the barrier. Alright, there you go. Cleared as a simple challenging rally racer to have a new record in 24.71 seconds. Alright, looks like I just got... So it is obvious to see how you can handle in sector 2 is becoming more challenging to be pushing up to have some more corners. We'll have to find your line and the replay just gonna have to be well kept to be saved. So here I am to be placed on the number 1 in the France ranking before moving on in the 3rd sector. Okay, well, I hope this is gonna get going up the hill because the 3rd sector will have to go beat the main objective in about 17.5 seconds. Let's give it a go and boost up to have a more acceleration to be increase the pace. So let's find out and do some more inside cornering to be slide around just like having a different usage of the rallycross racer. Okay, looks like not too shabby. 17.47 seconds. Gonna have to push hard to have that more elevation to go up the hill. So let's give it a go and do the same technique all over again. Come on. And there you have it. New record achieved, 17.285 seconds is now on the goal. Alright, that's the ticket. Just gonna have to keep a good skip replay before moving on to take the next sector after sector 3 clear. But hang on just 1 second because I'm not gonna have to capture a thumbnail image. Just to be planned and well in case to be well needed. Okay, here comes sector 4. Before going on top of the hill, there are a lot of good several corners and hairpins to be going consecutive tricky by the handling. So you might gonna have to slow down and drive patiently while you can to be going forward towards the finish line before going down the hill. So let's give it a try and see how my best record could probably have to be well handled to beat it. Just keep it steady. Here comes the jump. Pull the brake. Now go for the blind corner before take the first hairpin before going down the hill. There you go, that's one. Now for the second hairpin. Going extreme drifting. Push it while you can. Wow, looks like this is going to be quite very good close call to see it. New record in 35.514 seconds on a goal. Nice. Practice makes perfect. Always gonna have to stay golden to make your best effort. Will have to go up to be entered into the France rankings. So now, another replay, check and confirmed. Position 1 in the ranking is now doing well. So here comes the most difficult part in Sector 5, you guys. The tricky straightaway will throw down the gauntlet. 39 seconds to be on the goal ejected is very much more careful to have the failure condition, as always will be went off the track / collided with the wall. Now I have to do something about these kinds of tricky obstacles to be entered in a dirt straightaway. So let's do it, and gonna have to go enter to be on the right turn by taking a downhill slope. Going extreme measures. Okay, so better make sure to be careful before avoid taking the speed bump is gonna be quite very wide open. So there goes the ghost car, is about to be a little bit pushing away. Alright, there you go. Pull right in. Just be sure to be very careful to avoid having extreme speed bump by the accident if you're making a mistake. If anything happens that you might end up in silver or bronze, so you might gonna have to go again for attempt number 2. After all, it is gonna be a very tough effort. We'll have to be face up and go for the gauntlet course. So let the 2 ghost car go first. Just gonna have to be patient and find a good suitable position when taking a short airborne. Dropping in. Pass through. And then keep up forward to be catch up to the ghost car before take the left turn to go slide around. Alright, that should do much more perfectly to have a new record. 38.192 seconds. That should do just the way it goes to have a very good tricky situation to be face up and drive through onto the consecutive straightaway to go tricky. But especially to have a speed bump is going to be becoming much more less concerned. So now going in to be placed on position 2 in the France ranking. Moving on in Sector 6. Sector 6 is going to be the most best part when you're racing in Fishermans Ranch. The third one times the best to have a very good excellent jump for the Gr.B Rally cars and road car category as well. So now I'm about to be ready to kick it up a notch and go for the rolling start to be entered in the 5th sector. So let's get it on and go climb up the hill once again. But here it is, you guys. Better be sure to pack up a good speed before you're about to take a good extreme jump like this. Now go for the blind corner just like as usual. Successful, and new record cleared in goal. 28.792 seconds. Awesome work, and very good to be updated for doing a good exercise morning condition is going to have to be on the way. So going to have to skip the replay and save it as well. Alright, there you go. Sector 5 and 6 clear. Now proceed on to Sector 7 before proceed on to the 1 lap attack. But by the way folks, because the 5th sector and sector 6 altogether they have a very good chain amount of obstacles between the downhill and the uphill slope will have to be go at it. But in the final sector it's going to get much more fun tricky, just like sector 4. Going down the hill to have 2 hairpins plus a speed bump to be coming down the hill before the blind corner is about to be swoop in and go swoop out to be at the final corner. It seems to have a hard effort to beat my record in 38.99 seconds is becoming more impossible to go climb up by exactly to beat around in 37 seconds. Just gonna have to be much more gentle and do some 2 hairpins will be face through and pull for the acceleration to have a good 50-50 balance in the torque distribution. Time to go slide around in the blind corner. Speed up the good pace at the final corner. Well, by the looks of it, because 38.224 seconds. Maybe a short replay that you guys might gonna have to explain something that I just barely took my first best ever lap time. Okay, well, all that hard work exercise just barely paid off. So, just gonna have to be well reminder, just save a replay after you make clear to have the most best moment to be ever yet to be achieved in Sector 7 in Fishermans Ranch. Okay, here I go. 1 lap attack in Fisherman's Ranch will be at the get-go. So just gonna have to be very more careful, so you can probably have to try to make your best to beat the track to go for exactly in 3 minutes 7 seconds onto the goal objective. Here comes the first turn, going in towards turn 2. Watch your step, keep a good speed acceleration before slide around in turn 3 by the corner. Here comes sector 1 clear. Going entered in sector 2. Slide to the left. Here comes the chicane session before slowing down, and be very careful when you're in the right side of the track. Good call. Now going up the hill before entered in sector 3. Alright, there you go. Just do some S-turns to be sliding around. Now currently to be moving on in the next sector. Here comes the hairpin. There's one. Now gonna have to go enter to be on the second hairpin. Pull the brake slowly and just gonna have to go rev up the acceleration to go extreme aggressive. So now sector 4 is about to get going clear. Here comes sector 5. Just like last time, but you might gonna have to go extreme, maintain the moderation, we'll have to stay stable when taking 1 speed bump at a time. The ghost car is about to get a little bit further away. Alright, there you go. Now going up the hill again. Very extreme, wide open to be on the right turn by the corner. And then, here comes the jump. Best part ever yet. There we go. Clear that blind corner. And then, just gonna have to take the last 2 hairpin before entered in sector 7. Kick the gear up. Going down the hill to take 1 more jump. Okay, close call. Now gonna have to go enter to proceed at the final corner. Sprint to the finish. Time's ticking. Okay, well, that should be quite very close enough to have a gold medal ejected. So let's exit out and have this replay to be originally to have 3 minutes, 3.390 seconds, so you guys might gonna have to take a good look. Well, it's all about doing the best effort when you're racing on a dirt track as part of the circuit experience is becoming more challenging and very more difficult. But I know you guys did your best and you just did a good job to be well marked to be achieved in the goal. Time to exit out, going proceed to be moving on in Daytona International Speedway, and also to have the second clip as it may ever be received to have acquired in all gold and bronze. There's 600,000 credits, and that makes a whole total amount in 2,600,000 credits. Wow, looks like that is going to be quite very big and good to be started up to have a very good best effort out there for this part of today's video segment. Well, it takes bitter work for myself after having a hard-going effort to stay focused to be on the gold and dirt tracks in America for Fishermans Ranch and Colorado Springs. But it takes every part of each perspective comes in to have a challenging effort. We'll have to beat the main time and go improve for the new record. Time to go to be at Florida at Daytona International Speedway for doing the next part in circuit experience. The road course will be taking 3 sectors, including a time attack we'll be using for the Ford GT 2018 LM race car. So it's going to be quite very amazing to have a very good moment out there, just like playing in Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. But not to mention that you guys have already watched it from the Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona Endurance event. It looks so very awesome and amazing to see all kinds of different race car categories such as prototype and GT race cars are now coming together. So here we have the first sector that takes the goal ejected in 33.7 seconds, as we're about to be going entered in sector 2 to take 33 seconds. Third sector is going to have to be proceed as well to have 17.1 seconds. But except sector 4 is going to be quite doing necessarily to have the final turn in 11 and 12. But after all, because one lap attack is going to be doing the best of the best, because faster times and go for doing each part of 12 turns is going to have to be some turns when you're in the inside. So let's go and take on turn 1, because 3 turns is going to get much more fine speed up to be entered as we're about to be going in. Let's see how it goes. Commence the rolling start in about 3 seconds. Perfect time to be on the late afternoon. Follow the line and keep a good proper position before going entered on the International Horseshoe. Okay, keep it up and steady, because turn 1 is always meant to do a perfect opening whenever you might gonna have to go for the inside. So there goes turn 2. Turn 3, drive carefully, because you might gonna have to do very perfectly, so you can probably have to be entered to be on the inside of the apex before going to take turn 4 at the dogleg. But clear in the silver level for this sector. So I have to go again for attempt number 1 after clear from the silver. But this Ford GT race car is absolutely very good compared to the original. But it is going to be quite very good to have a GT LM car class as well. So now going to have to take the first turn, going in, keep a good foot on the gas before coming in onto turn 2. Here comes turn 3, go early brake, clear it on the apex, steady as it goes. Alright, there you go. 33.210 seconds is now clear in the goal. Amazing. Now gonna have to skip the replay before moving on in sector 2. And FYI folks, I know this is going to be quite having a very good best time to have 4 sectors instead of 3. Just like racing from previous Gran Turismo games ever since from Prologue, as it may ever been raced from GT5. Gonna have to go exit out. But hold on, because I just barely took a replay to be saved. Anyway, on to Sector 2 by the way. But I think it is. So, just gonna take the dog leg on turn 4, West Horseshoe in turn 5, and going exit on turn 6. Double check, and always yet to be well prepared since we've been participating in the second round, Season 2 in the first round from the Nations Cup for the Group 1 category. Okay, there goes the West Horseshoe. Go clear, and make our way to go exit on turn 6. Stopping in, find a good line. And then, turn 7 is about to be at the stopping point at the finish line as you may ever receive the goal. Here's my record, 32.660 seconds is now cleared on Sector 2. Good job, and that's the ticket. Alright, just gonna have to keep a good double check reminder because I almost forgot about one other thing to have replay after clear from the first attempt. So now, here comes Sector 3 because it's gonna get much more piece of cake to have bus stop on turn number 9 and 10 as you may go entered in turn number 8 after taking turn 7 by the exit. Piece of cake and go easy as a pie. So here I go, take the bus stop and going in. So you see folks, this is definitely might be the very good exact element when you're in International A license. But not to mention because any kinds of different car-based vehicle between road car and racing car category should be quite very good enough and do some more practice when you're in the bus stop at Daytona. So here it is, 17.067 seconds is now cleared in the gold level for this sector. Alright, good job. And here comes the one lap attack after I just gonna have to go skip a replay for the moment. You see, this is where the best moment comes in to have a very good month in January in 2023. Starting out to have the gold record achieved in 1 minute 47.8 seconds to have a very good cleared lap to be on a clean racing for the Ford GT race car 2018. Let's give it a go. I've been waiting for this all the time since we've been participating in the second season in the first round for the Nations Cup in the 2022/23 exhibition series. But on the inside in the interior view for the 2018 Ford GT race car, this looks so very amazing to be drivable to be on Gran Turismo 7 for the first time. But now, it's about to go harder and be very challenging when you're in the circuit experience to take one lap attack to have this very good, excellent GT race car. Here comes the International Horseshoe to take turn 3, going in, aim towards turn number 4 at the dog leg. First sector clear, now go for sector 2. Stop at the West Horseshoe in turn 5. There you go. Just stay on the ghost car while you can. Going out in turn 6. Very good, excellent acceleration. Going proceed on turn 7. Better kick up the high gear. 5th gear by the transmission before going up into gear number 6. But I can't wait to get my own Ford GT race car 2018 as a brand new UDRS InsProtect livery after this. Here comes the bus stop on turn 10. Going entered in turn number 9. Going exit. Make our way to go at turn 11 and 12 at the final corner. Make your way and go speed up the acceleration between on the outside or the inside. But very good track layout inside onto the steering wheel for the Ford GT race car. And there you have it. Gold record cleared in 1 minute, 47.672 seconds. Good job. Looks like I truly own Daytona International Speedway to master the course. Good job that I just truly mastered Daytona International Speedway to be on the course. Now for the replay, because this is going to be quite very amazing to see how the Ford GT race car has ever yet to be debuted in IMSA back from 2018. But it was a very good best race car, just like two different versions of the test car and race car since from Gran Turismo 4 and Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. But not to mention because differences between many kinds of different Ford GT versions to have a second gen model, just like the Ford GT40 back from the 1960s. But here in the modern age of the 21st century in the 2018 year model for the Ford GT race car. But this beauty is very much more excellent to have a Group 3 category to be part in the regulation, just like the Porsche 911 RSR back from 2017. But the mid-engine layout, and especially to have a very good, excellent livery to be putting up to have a different model variation to have a card number 67 to be used in the 24 Hours of Le Mans back in the World Endurance Championship event. So there goes turn 7, pack up a good speed, entered on to turn number 8. Well, of course, because the effect of the car might be well containable to be well played on the PS4 version, but in the PS5 because it might be quite very good to have a very advanced and hence hardware to see how it turns out to become comparison to be well different. So now, after I just passed through onto the bus stop in turn number 9 and 10, go for the final turn in 11 and 12 before doing the inside position is going to have to do exactly by having a 100% speed effort to be going straight forward towards the finish line. And there it goes. Gold record cleared by having a very good exact time in 1 minute, 47 seconds with a decimal of 0.672. That's how this replay is going to be quite very good to be example when you're choosing two types of race car between prototype or GT race car. So a replay is now being saved and placed on position number 5 in the France ranking. Absolutely good. Now let's go exit out. 48,000 credits to be earned by the standard. But ta-da! 160,000 credits to be earned in bronze. And earn in all gold to have 800,000 credits. We're almost there to be completed in America's circuit as part of the circuit experience, you guys, because the third part in Americas we're doing the continuation as we're about to be ready to move on in part number 4 in America's circuit experience. Only 3 more courses to go, except Special Stage Route X is not yet to be part as a circuit experience. Alright, so looks like 2 new courses and Brazilian racetrack will be coming up soon. So now all I have to do is gonna have to take 2 courses on Michelin Raceway, Road Atlanta, and Watkins Glen International. So it is gonna be quite doing amazing to have faster work and go fill out with some currency credits before moving on in Europe to take 14 courses ever since from the Dragon Trail Seaside and Gardens layouts. I'm so very good to be lucky and true because 7.5 million credits. Good thing that going back up to have 10 million. Good thing to have 10 million credits is going to have to be much more faster this time before moving on to be stopping at the GT Cafe. Will take part in the menu book 39 to be in the GT Cup series. Will be ready to go for the Group 3 category. Time to wrap this up before at the end of the video, folks. So part 54 will be coming up soon to have 2 courses in America to be on the US, and Brazilian will be going down in the South. So I hope it is, because more Group 3 race cars, more excited, and all kinds of different experience will be mastered. Every part of the turn will fulfill your dreams and become the best and better Gran Turismo players of all time. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. Thank you for watching. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Don't forget to check it out on any description down below, like having all kinds of different social media platforms like DeviantArt, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS livery, Vision Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on part 54 of Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.